Typhoon Tino is now over the West Philippine Sea, but after making landfall in several provinces. The storm has passed, it's now time to pick up the pieces. And another typhoon may be arriving in the Philippines soon. Good morning, I'm Attorney Karen Jimeno, and this is At the Forefront. Rough seas caused by Typhoon Tino has led to the suspension of sea travel. This means passengers are stranded in various ports. But since the weather has improved, are port operations back to normal? Let's find out from Captain Noemie Cayabyab. She's the spokesperson of the Philippine Coast Guard. Okay, so I was informed that Captain Noemie is not on the line at the moment. So let's try to... Okay. We have on the line Red Cross. Okay, so right now we have Dr. Gwen Pang. She's the Secretary General of the Philippine Red Cross. Good morning, Dr. Gwen.
Hi, good morning, Attorney Karen. Good morning.
Dr. Gwen, are your relief operations still in full swing despite the storm exiting the Philippines?
Yes, because the devastation was in many areas that was hit by Typhoon Tino were severe, no? And you can see that in many of in the social media, in many photos and videos that are circulating around, the damages sustained, from the typhoon are serious. So our relief operations are still ongoing. We are supporting clearing of debris in many places. Then we also do hot meals services to the different evacuation centers. And then we are also supporting now, people with distribution of doxycycline because they were actually, many people, were in flood, cross-flooded water. And then also we are helping in the distribution of water because many water facilities are not working in Cebu. Many areas don't have power, and some of the areas are for water are dependent on power supply. So with this, we are helping the distribution of water. So we continue to also assess the area so that we will know what will be the early recovery and long-term recovery support that we can give to the different communities. So that's and when we're coordinating closely with many of the local government units. So we're working in Cebu, in Southern Leyte, in Palawan, and other areas.
Okay. Dr. Gwen, Typhoon Tino made landfall 8 times, once in the provinces of Southern Leyte, and then Cebu, Negros Occidental, Guimaras, and Iloilo, and then thrice in Palawan. For the Red Cross, are your supplies enough? It seems like you're addressing the need for all of these provinces that were hit.
For now, our supplies are sufficient for this calamity. No? But every time we, of course, withdraw goods from our warehouses, we have to replenish them. So we actually, for now at the moment, we are okay with our supplies. We have pre-positioned stocks in different warehouses across the country of the Philippine Red Cross, and which allowed us actually to respond quickly to the affected areas for the past 2 days. And we will continue to help people. As I said, every time we withdraw stocks from our warehouses, we have to replenish the supplies. That's why we're also calling, for all who would like to support us, to support us, because especially that we are expecting, a series of typhoons still will come until the end of this year. So we are encouraging everyone to please support the Philippine Red Cross so that we can continue to support the people who will be affected by the different calamities, and by donating. So every contribution that you can help us will sustain our humanitarian efforts and will actually help us also reach more in need.
Dr. Gwen, how are you coordinating with the DSWD to ensure that the relief that you provide would not be overlapping or that they can be complementary?
We're always in coordination with the different government agencies. And at the ground level, we coordinate with the mayor's office and barangay captains. So we can determine from there who are the stakeholders, who are the key players supporting on the ground. We would like to focus, of course, on the underserved population. I believe that some areas have been supported already. So when we know that they have received support, we of course will not make duplication. So we are focusing on the underserved population.
May cases na po ba ng illnesses like leptospirosis, gastrointestinal complications, and the flu that might be affecting the survivors of the typhoons?
For now, we have not received any report of positive cases for leptospirosis and also cases for flu and other illnesses. But as a preventive measures, we have already sent our medicines to Cebu to be distributed, especially if these are prophylaxis or if these are to prevent. No, we have sent and then for the coming days, we will actually have health caravans. We're going to set up also mobile health clinics in different areas to check the health conditions of the different populations.
Based on, yes, go ahead, Dr. Gwen.
We have also sent already our health teams to the ground to start the health assessment and also start conducting hygiene promotions so that we can prevent, the spread of illnesses in different evacuation centers.
Based on your relief efforts, which area is the hardest hit?
For now, in terms of the extent, the size, the number of municipalities and cities affected, we're looking at Cebu, and followed by Southern Leyte, and then the rest. So, Cebu to us is the hardest hit.
And that's following the earthquake that they also recently experienced.
1 month ago, yes, and we're still there in the earthquake area. No, we continue to help we continue to help the people. They're good thing that the typhoon did not hit Bugo and Madilen, San Remigio, the northern part of Cebu. It did not hit there. So I think this is a good thing for us because we also have our operations there for the typhoon affected population.
So Dr. Gwen, your operations when it comes to those affected by the earthquake are now also ongoing and in parallel with those affected by the typhoon.
Yes, you're right. Yes, we have not left Bugo. We continue to help the people there and also Madilen and San Remigio. Also in parallel, we are also in Davao Oriental for the earthquake operation, and we're not finished yet supporting the people in Cagayan for Typhoon Nando and also in Masbate for Typhoon Opong. So continues to lahat, tuloy-tuloy.
And a potential super typhoon could enter the Philippine area of responsibility by Friday or this weekend. Are you also preparing for that?
Yes, we have started meeting with our Philippine Red Cross chapters in the northern part of the country, especially Isabela, Cagayan, Ilocos Sur, Ilocos Norte, some of these areas that are predicted to be affected by the forecasted super typhoon that will come this weekend. And then we have also sent augmentation of our teams to the ground. We have sent also some goods. We have prepared already and prepositioned some of the assets, rolling assets of the Philippine Red Cross, such as food trucks, water tankers, emergency response vehicles, ambulances. So we have prepared that, and we're ready to deploy them in case of any eventualities.
Dr. Gwen, what challenges is the Red Cross facing when it comes to your ongoing relief operations right now?
The challenges that we're facing is the of course we would like to do more. When you need to do more, you have to have more funds. Our funds, we have goods for now, but as I said, as we are anticipating still series of typhoons that will come until the end of the year, then we have to continue to replenish our supplies, our goods, And also, we have to continue recruiting and training our volunteers on the ground. So that is what we are actually doing now. And we don't want this to be a challenge, but we want to be more proactive by engaging more with our partners to stockpile goods with us and or preposition goods with us, and also to and our chapters are now also what's this working on training more of our volunteers and staff.
And since you mentioned financing, funding as a challenge, for those who would like to help the Red Cross, where can they send their donations?
So we have in our Facebook and in our website, they can actually go through that. We have on the screen now QR codes and also bank accounts that they can deposit their donations. In the event that they need to talk to us, they can call our hotline 143, or the number that is written that is posted now on the screen, 0917-844-6025. Then we can actually receive their donations through those payment portals and bank accounts. So we really we are encouraging our kababayans and even people from abroad to please support our operations.
Thank you, Dr. Gwendolyn Pang of the Philippine Red Cross.
Thank you, Attorney Karen.
We're taking a short break. We'll get the Coast Guard updates when we return. You're at the forefront. We'll now get updates on the situation at various ports. We'll be speaking with Captain Noemie Cayabyab. She's the spokesperson of the Philippine Coast Guard. And she now joins us on the line. Good morning, Captain Noemie.
Yes, good morning po, Atty. Karen, at maraming salamat po sa oportunidad.
Captain Noemie, are sea vessels allowed to leave all ports already?
Yes, as of the moment, Attorney, we don't have stranded passengers or even vessels, although we still have two districts that has a vessels and motor bankers currently taking shelter.
Okay, so na-mention niyo po, wala nang mga stranded passengers sa port areas.
Yes, tama po kayo, Atty. Karen. Wala na po tayong minomonitor ng mga stranded passengers and even vessels. So ang nakikita na lang po natin is yung mga barko at saka maliliit po ng mga motor bankers na nag-take shelter po, particularly sa area ng Southern Tagalog and Manila, NCR area.
Meron po bang mga na-damage na port?
As per report po na natanggap po natin sa ating mga regional officers, wala po tayong naitala na mga ports na nasira po during the Typhoon Tino. And we're still also conducting yung damage assessment in coordination with the Philippine Ports Authority and even the local government units.
And Captain Noemie, the Philippine Coast Guard also conducts rescue operations, hindi lang sa dagat, but also doon sa mga roads where they are flooded, no? Meron po ba kayong kinoconduct pa rin na rescue operations?
As of the moment, Atty. Karen, ang ginagawa na lang po ng Philippine Coast Guard is more of assisting the DSWD, the LGU, and the DSWD po sa pagsasagawa po ng pag-distribute na ating mga food packs, pagkakandak po ng mga clearing operations. Although kahapon, meron pa po tayong natanggap na report from our regional office in Central Cebu. Meron po kasi dalawang river system na nasira po doon, particularly sa area po ng Niloan at saka Butuanon. So meron po tayo na ikandak kahapon ng mga medical evacuation.
Ano po yung pinaka naging challenging when it comes to the rescue operations nung height po ng pagbabaha? Kasi may mga nakita kaming mga areas na affected that may mga tao po nandun sa bubong ng kanilang mga bahay.
Yes, una po sa particularly sa area po ng Cebu, ito po yung nabanggit ko po kanina, nasira po yung river system. Kaya malaki po talaga yung tubig na experience po natin doon. And pangalawa, yung mga debris po. So it limits our response team po to penetrate, lalo na po yung mga maliliit na mga areas. So doon po tayo medyo nahirapan. But then again, pagdating naman sa response operations, it is always the directive of our president to always do the whole of the government approach. So we always assess for the LGU and the NDRMC together with other agencies in the conduct of the rescue operation.
Okay. Anong area po ngayon ang kinakailangan pa ng maraming tutukan para sa clearing operations?
Ngayon po, attorney, nakatutok pa rin po tayo sa Cebu, particularly sa Talisay. Ongoing pa rin po ang ating search and rescue operations, and we are assisting now yung Palawan dahil medyo nagupit po talaga sila nung bagyo kahapon. Yesterday, we also received report na meron pa rin pong ongoing na rescue operation sa area po ng Southern Visayas, sa may Isabela and La Castellana. At medyo nagpastao pa rin daw po ang taas ng baha doon. So it restricts and limits our response team po to conduct the operation.
What other agencies or organizations are you working with, yung Philippine Coast Guard po, for the rescue operations or yung distribution of relief goods?
Yes, attorney. In case of this situation, we usually, in partnership and coordination with the local government units, the DSWD, we also have the volunteers. We have the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary. Kasama rin po dyan yung pagtatapon natin sa mga volunteer organizations na nagbibigay po sa atin ng mga relief goods. And now we are deploying po yung mga vessels po natin to assist in the distribution po, yung pagkakarga ng ating mga family food packs from the DSWD.
Two vessels collided near the Port Sulu due to bad weather. Do you have any update on this?
Yes, tama po kayo, attorney. No? So last November 4, we received a report regarding the alleged incident, particularly sa area po ng Sulu. So fortunately naman po, lahat po ng mga pasahero ay naibaba po natin. So although hindi po directly tinamaan itong Sulu natin, but we see the effect of the Typhoon Tino then. So prior the incident, no, nagkaroon po kasi ng medyo malakas na current at mataas po na pag-alon sa area na yan. So that caused the alleged incident. So fortunately, wala naman pong injured and wala naman pong safety and security, and even the marine environmental protection sa area na yan. And we also advise the vessels of the two vessels to file a marine protest, and we are now currently conducting the formal investigation.
Captain Noemie, isa po sa mga kapansin-pansin din yung mga nagpatong-patong ng mga kotse dahil sa baha. Sino po ang nagli-lead ng clearing operations when it comes to yung mga vehicles na nagpatong-patong po?
Yes, Attorney Karen, usually naman we always assess, no, it is a whole of the government approach po. We always assess the local government units po, particularly sa pagkakandak na po na itong mga clearing operations and even the recovery operations po sa mga affected areas.
And finally, how is the Philippine Coast Guard preparing for the upcoming super typhoon should it enter the Philippine area of responsibility?
Yes, the Philippine Coast Guard is very well prepared, lalo na po sa itong paparating na naman sa mga panahon. At ito po ay tinitingnan natin na posibleng tumama po sa bandang norte. Again, hindi pa rin mababa ang status ng Philippine Coast Guard. We are still alert at po, Attorney Karen, all our personnel in all operating are on standby. Kasama po ang mga coding assets, flexibility, and even your air assets and ang mga radio equipment. And ongoing pa rin po ang ating pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga local government, particularly sa pagkakandak po ng mga preemptive evacuation. Actually, Attorney Karen, as of the moment, we are now preparing for the deployment of one of our vessels papunta po sa area ng Batanes to assist, particularly sa pagbibigay po ng mga food packs galing po sa DSWD.
Okay, so may preemptive na po na ginagawa. At last question po, since ang Coast Guard din po ang tagabantay, di ba, when it comes to our sea and coastlines, yung pagka po nagkakaroon ng ganito na sunod-sunod na typhoon, hindi po ba kayo nahihirapan? Is your manpower sufficient to address our other needs when it comes to securing the West Philippine Sea and also yung borders natin when it comes to issues of smuggling, pati na rin po yung mga issues natin dun sa yung mga security na problema po?
Yes, Attorney. So since we have lots of mandated functions, definitely pag ganito mga crisis po or ganito mga kalamidad po, definitely we will not compromise any one of our functions. So ang ginagawa po natin dyan, particularly sa area po, itong Bilyonaryo Tino po, may mga regional offices po tayo na hindi affected. So ang ginagawa po natin is sila po ang nag-serve as mga support units po natin, no? In case nakakailangan po ng additional personnel or even the assets. And we will not compromise po yung ating mga mandato. So patuloy pa rin po ang pagsasagawa po natin ng mga safety-related functions. Patuloy pa rin po ang ating pag-deploy ng barko sa West Philippine Sea. At iba pa pong mandato ng Philippine Coast Guard. So wala po tayong compromise anumang mga mandato natin, lalo na po ngayon mga panahon. So we are very well prepared for that, Atty. Karen.
Thank you so much, Captain Noemie Cayabyab, for the updates and good luck po sa inyo.
Maraming salamat po, Attorney, at magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Typhoon Tino has passed, but another weather disturbance threatens the country. Despite these calamities, the Filipino spirit stands ready to provide help to fellow Filipinos who are in need. Be informed, be insightful of the news. I'm Attorney Karen Jimeno. Always stay at the forefront.